Well, good evening, YouTubers, friends, and family from across the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on January 24th, 2019. Welcome to another surviving day on this planet. Welcome to another video from Morning Dew. Looking at some images on the sun here, we have two sunspots that could produce a flare, and we have a lot of plasma filaments as well erupting from the sun. Solar wind speed has ramped up to over 600 kilometers per second. We have a KP index of 5. So that is an intense electromagnetic storm that is hitting us right now. So stay aware and prepared as things are about to ramp up in seismicity as well as our wind speeds on the planet. These are some beautiful images coming from the Solar Dynamics Observatory. Looking at the sunspot regions under a different light here. Very active. And I really hope they don't snap because they are Earth facing right now. So stay aware and prepared. We'll be giving you an update tomorrow on these two very active sunspots. Also watching for a European superstorm event, watching multiple vortices join forces and create a very large low pressure system, keeping the cold temperatures and bringing in a lot of moisture from the north. So stay aware and prepared. All of Europe pretty much will be affected by this storm coming next week in the 5-day forecast. At the end of the forecast here. Here is a 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteo Earth and Meteo Mike. Thanks again for joining today. North America still gripped into this polar vortex. Calgary is still getting hit with the Chinooks. After Pacific lows come in, we get that Chinook winds right up the mountains, and it was, 2 degrees this afternoon, and it was minus 15, minus 17 with the wind chill last night and this morning. So drastic changes across the world, and watching drastic changes too across the Atlantic provinces over the next few days, as they have a lot of mixed precipitation and blizzard-like conditions coming later in the week from this storm here. As well, southeastern United States still looking at a lot of moisture. Luckily, that atmospheric river straight across the Atlantic Ocean, that's pretty much what went across the United States the last couple days, creating tornadoes. This is not tornado season, folks. So again, across Europe, large, low pressure, possible superstorm event, extreme weather event for sure. As multiple vortices are being reported now in large low pressure systems, and I've been reporting them for a couple weeks now, and they're just starting to really increase in numbers and size. So stay aware and prepared, my European friends. Also stay aware and prepared, Russia, as cold temperatures have gripped across the country. I mean, I know that, see, they're only reporting minus 43 here, degrees Celsius, but there were some places the last few days reporting minus 80, minus 90 degrees Celsius. Mini ice age coming, 2030. Extreme cold temperatures across the Yukon, as well as the Northwest Territories, Manitoba, and coming Northern Ontario and Quebec, as the polar vortex is really starting to hang around now as it gets locked over the Hudson Bay. Still watching a lot of atmospheric river events across the oceans. Pacific Ocean still spawning these huge monster low pressures, and you can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 low pressure systems inside the one large one. That's very intense indeed. The only tropical storm to talk about today is Tropical Storm Riley, but this tropical storm that went across northeastern Australia is hitting land. Tropical Cyclone Riley off to the middle of the Indian Ocean. Most likely will ride the equator to India. But that's a very strange storm over Australia, as that tropical cyclone has made it onto land and is heading across. Still watching a lot of moisture through daily evaporation across the South America. And this is going to happen during a grand solar minimum. We have a collapsed magnetosphere, and we have increased cosmic rays now because of it. And that just is going to create more moisture. Possible snow coming to Morocco. Cold temperatures. This is what we're talking about, folks. Grand solar minimum. This is probably the second worst winter in Europe's history so far. Let's get to earthquakes. This is the last 24 hours for earthquakes. Looking across North America, a few 2s and 3s hitting California, but still a lot of action in Alaska as well. Minor rumbles across the Cascadia and San Andreas Fault. Largest earthquake reported today is a 5.5 in Claveria, Philippines. My friends in Philippines, stay aware and prepared. Much love to you all. Get a hold of your friends and family. Also this 4.6 Chichijima, Japan. That's volcanic island area. 5.3 as well in Lardos, Greece. This is the last 24 hours for earthquakes. Pretty busy. Large ones too, a lot of 5s today. 5.1 Peru, 5.1 in Chile, and the 4.2 in Chile as well, in Talca, Chile. So still our quiet zones. Cascadia fault line. Deepest earthquake of the last 24 hours was at 515 kilometer depth, 4.5 south of the Fiji Islands. Let's look at the last 7 days for earthquakes. So if anybody doesn't know, those circles that are raised off the globe, those are showing the depth of the earthquake. So a lot of deep earthquakes this last week in China. Strange place for deep earthquakes like that. As well as Italy, Alaska, the Caribbean, and South America. This is the quiet zone. Stay aware and prepared. I do believe that this will be the next area for an uptick in seismicity. Now we've had an uptick in seismicity all across the planet around volcanoes recently. So we're also going to have a look here at all of the active and the erupting volcanoes from around the world. But first, here's all of the dormant. This is every single volcano recorded. And there are literally hundreds, if not thousands. But we want to concentrate on the ones that are erupting and that are active. And quite possibly may have an alert put to them. But we've had a decrease in number for erupting, but an increase in active. So there are actively almost 50 volcanoes that are going, as well as the Michael volcano. It's interesting, my son is named Michael and my other son is named Riley. So we got Tropical Cyclone Riley and we have Mount Michael. It's so cool. Anyways, back to South America. We're I mean, I just want to show you around the world the most active volcanoes. A lot of dormant ones here, but recently those 4 have been alerted. A lot of new volcanoes have been popping up as well. And just yesterday, Menam exploded for 24 hours, they were talking about. It's electrifying. We live in an electric universe, and our magnetic field is reacting with something else other than the sun. But our sun is reacting with us, and we're reacting with the sun. But still, there is something else out there. Much love to you all. Thank you for joining Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide. I have a lot of new subscribers recently, and I know it's from this crazy video that went viral of volcano Krakatoa. That's right. But yeah, it's got almost 200,000 views. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. But thank you to all of my new subscribers from around the world. Welcome to Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide, posting my severe weather analysis and disaster alerts from around the world. Stay young and have fun. Stay aware and prepared. And get your morning dew. Thanks for watching today. God bless humanity. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.